everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat. I'll be your host today. And I will take you through all the fitness that you hopefully need, but you probably want more. All right, so today we have our mobility being adductors, VMO, and your traps. All right, we've got some handstand hold and farmer's carry combo, so it's going to be kind of working on the core in a bit more of a static position. And then we got a nice long 20-minute AMRAP. Okay, so we'll start off with the adductors. All right, what we're looking for is we're going to get you down onto one knee. One knee down, and then one leg to the outside. My hip is cramping, okay? And then from there, what I want you to do is you're gonna sit back onto your heels, and you should get kind of like more of a hamstring stretch. And then you're gonna come forward, and you should get more of like a hip, like an adductor stretch, okay? And we're just gonna kind of sit back and forth. And you're just gonna slowly feel that stretch. Now, if you want more, you just put your heel out farther, okay? You can try turning your toe out, turn your toe in, whatever you feel like you need to feel better or to feel deeper stretch. And then we're going to go forward and back about 12 to 15 times as we go through there. And if you ever feel like the stretch starts to kind of back off a bit, just give a little wiggle of the toe, and that'll slide your leg out a little bit more. And then slowly bring it back in, okay? So 12 to 15 per side. From there, we'll go into your VMO. VMO is kind of one of those muscles that's really hard to stretch, right? Because like even if you kind of get that knee into like terminal flexion, really you got to have like the tightest VMOs known to man to be able to actually stretch that. So we're just going to go with this guy, okay? So just put that inside of the knee on top of the foam roller, and then we'll just kind of give a few of these, all right? You can kind of go a little bit higher up in there if you want to, but really the VMO is only going to go up to about here. So this is kind of all the business you really need. You can use a cross ball or a soft ball if you want to, if you feel like that gets in there a bit more, and going for maybe like 45 seconds aside. Okay, now for the traps. You can use a towel, or if you have a band, awesome. You can use your skipping rope if you really want to. And what you're going to do is you're going to step on top of it, put it on one side, and then just try and pull with too much tension. Too much. Okay? Pull your head to the side, and then let that band pull you down. If you just have a towel, that's fine. You just have to kind of pull a bit harder on your head. And then what you want to do is try your best to relax that shoulder. What's going to happen is it's going to want to kind of tense up, and then right away you're kind of activating that muscle, so you're not going to get that stretch. So try and relax that guy. Take a big deep breath. Let that sink down, and then from there you can kind of do some head turns, and then just kind of move that around and find the stretch that's going to give you the most relief, okay? The nice thing about that guy is not only just going to get the trap, it's going to get kind of a little bit of the scalenes, levator a little bit, and you can kind of get the nice kind of the all stretch in that shoulder, because we're spending a lot of time kind of like this in front of the keyboard. And we have been doing a fair amount of overhead stuff. This all is going to get a little bit jacked up, okay? So we can do some stretching to kind of alleviate that, okay? So from there, we're done with the mobility, and we'll go into the structural balance / skill work today. Stay! Not Dory. Dory's back there. All right. From there, we're going to go into a handstand hold and farmer's carry couplet, okay? So for the handstand hold, all we're looking to do, hopefully you have a piece of wall in your house that is going to be clear and free of any paintings or pictures that will fall off the wall if there's a big bang on it, all right? But really, if you are a true ninja, you should be able to kick up with any kind of vibration anyway. So you're just looking to kick up there, find that nice strong position, and I want you to try and squeeze your butt and just try and stay as kind of like hollowed as you can, okay? Now in this position, we should feel like you're pretty much straight up, all right? So you shouldn't feel like you're kind of like arching off the wall or anything. You shouldn't have like your feet all splayed out. Try and engage that core, unleash your inner gymnast, and then we're looking to hold this for 30 to 45 seconds, okay? Now, if you feel like that is an absolutely ludicrous amount of time for you to hold a handstand, then back it off for an amount of time that is realistic for you, okay? It is infinitely scalable, okay? So you just back it off, or you can add more time to make it harder. It's up to you, okay? From there, we go into our farmer's carry hold. The heavier the weight, the better, okay? And then from this position, all we're looking to do is try and stay as neutral as possible, okay? So if you want to widen your feet a bit, you can. But really, we want to avoid this kind of thing, putting up the vibe, you know, okay? We want to be nice and straight. The farther off the body, the harder it's going to be, okay? And this is just going to be a lot of resisting of the bend, okay? And that is what core strength is, right? It's midline stability. So the stronger you are, the more able you are at keeping this straight, the stronger your core is, okay? So you're going for 1 minute per side, and really try your best to keep everything fairly neutral. I don't want the dumbbell to be resting on the body. Try and keep that off just a little bit, and then that you'll feel a noticeable difference from when you have it kind of resting to off, all right? From there, we can go into our WOD. Oh yeah, 4 times through that as well, guys, okay? From there, we go into our WOD, and it is 20 minutes, and it is going to be an ascending ladder, okay? So we're starting off with windmills, okay? I don't know if we have done this in the WOD yet. I think we've done this in the structural balance. But the review, we have the dumbbell, goes up overhead, and this is going to be kind of a bit of a progression for like a Turkish get-up. So if you have your right hand up overhead, your left foot is turned out slightly, and all we're looking to do is reach this hip out to the side, so give it a little bit of sass, and then we're trying to keep this side nice and flat and our back flat, and we're going to kind of push back 90 degrees, get down as far as you can, and then pull back up, okay? This exercise is going to be a combination of shoulder stability and also midline stability, okay? So just because we're in this position doesn't mean that we don't want to lose straight trunk, okay? So when we come down to the side, we don't want to be doing this kind of thing where everything is bending and we kind of look like a sideways question mark. We want to be keeping that nice and tight, all right? And then as well with that, if you're super tight in the hamstrings, then you're going to find that you're not going to have a very big range of motion. You might be able to get to there and then back up. But if you're a bit more mobile or a bit more flexible, you'll be able to get your hand right down on the floor, okay? So moving the range of motion that your body is able to do, maybe challenge it a little bit, and you might find that as you go through the workout, you get a bigger and bigger range of motion, okay? Now, the rep range you're doing is split between both sides, okay? So it's not per side, it's total reps, okay? From there, we go into a weighted hollow rock. The weighted hollow rock, if you have a weight plate, awesome. If you don't, then you are going to be doing it with one arm and then just kind of supporting with the other side, okay? Now, since we're going increasing reps every single time, just alternate which hand you use for that set, okay? So our hollow rock, we push our ribs down and kind of give that little crunch, legs out, and we go from there, okay? So just like normal, we're trying to keep that runner over rocking chair type of feel. You should feel like you're gliding the entire way, okay? Then we'll switch hands on the next round through, okay? And the same drill. Okay? You will find that exercise with a dumbbell is substantially more difficult than a weight plate. Doesn't mean it's bad for you. Okay, now from there we go into a burpee. Standard burpee. Chest down to the floor. Back up, okay? When you're doing that burpee, we have talked about it a lot over the last month or so, making sure that you're driving your feet back up to land nice and flat, and then stand up all the way, okay? So you are going to be doing 2 of each, 4 of each, 6 of each, 8 of each, and you keep on going for 20 minutes. Now, after you're done all the 2s, you go and do a 200-meter run. Once you do all the 4s, you go and do a 200-meter run. Once you do all the 6s, 200 meters, okay? So always doing 200 meters after every full round, okay? Not after each exercise. That would be way too much running, okay? So 20 minutes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 until infinity, or 20 minutes, whichever one you get to first. I have a feeling I know where it's going to stop. Okay, and going through those exercises, windmills, weighted hollow rocks, burpees, run after every round. Okay, that's it, you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.